T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition, liftoff.
Vehicles pitching downrange.
Stage 1 propulsion nominal.
Plus 40 seconds into today's flight. All systems looking nominal for today's mission. Dragon on its way to the International Space Station for its 19th commercial resupply services mission. Coming up in about 20 seconds, we have max Q, our maximum aerodynamic pressure, one of the highest stress states on the vehicle. Just heard the call out that we passed through supersonic.
Vehicle has reached maximum aerodynamic pressure.
With that, we just heard the call. We passed through max Q.
Recovery AOS.
All 9 engines look good, trajectory looks good. Coming up, we are going to have 4 events in rapid succession. It's going to be main engine cutoff, or MECO, followed by stage separation, then second engine start 1, that's the engine on our second stage, followed by the start of the boost back burn of our first stage. Looking at a view of our first stage, looking aft. That is a view inside the 2 stages as we wait for stage separation. MECO. And we just had a good main engine cutoff, a good stage separation. On the right side of your screen, you're seeing ignition of the second stage engine. It has about a 6-minute burn ahead. And then on the left side of your screen, that is a forward-looking view from our first stage, where the boost back burn has also started successfully. It's going to shut down here in just a few seconds.
Stage 1, boost back burn is shut down.
And then you just see on the tail of the screen there from the second stage camera, that was the nose cone from Dragon being deployed. The nose cone of Dragon being deployed means we've left a majority of Earth's atmosphere as we power, second stage powers Dragon to the International Space Station right now.
Stage 2 on nominal trajectory.
Acquisition of signal Bermuda.
In order to make its way back to our drone ship, Of Course I Still Love You, the first stage executes a series of 3 burns. The first is a boost back burn, which is meant to slow the rocket down and orient it for re-entry. It also helps Falcon 9 laterally return to the drone ship. Shortly after this first burn is initiated, the grid fins, which you saw earlier on the left side of your screen, they're located near the top of the first stage, are deployed to help guide the rocket during descent. Following the boost back burn, Falcon 9 executes its re-entry burn to slow itself down before hitting the dense part of the Earth's atmosphere. Lastly is the landing burn, which happens just before touchdown to take the booster softly down to the drone
Stage 2
ship.
continues on nominal trajectory.
We are at T plus 5 minutes, and the second stage is on its way to drop off Dragon into its targeted orbit. As a reminder, the first stage had an on-time launch today at 12:29 p.m. Eastern Time, just a few minutes ago, and a nominal ascent. As I mentioned earlier, you see those grid fins deployed on the left side of your screen. As you see the first stage start angling back towards the Earth's atmosphere as it's going to get ready for that entry burn, which is our next main event to look out for. In roughly 30 seconds or so from now, we expect to see that entry burn begin, so let's keep our eyes peeled.
Stage 2 continues on nominal trajectory.
As you just heard out a call out, stage 2 is still on nominal ascent, taking Dragon to station.
Stage 1, entry burn has started.
As you see on the left side of your screen, entry burn has begun. This should last just under 10 seconds, and we expect to see it shut down shortly.
Stage 1, entry burn shut down.
And there you hear the call out, entry burn is shut down. Next major event we're looking for in just under a minute or so is the landing burn to begin.
Stage 2 continues on nominal trajectory.
Just about 30
Stage
seconds
1
or
is
so away
standby.
for that landing burn to kick in. Let's keep watch.
Drone ship has AOS.
Looks like we lost our feed on the left side of the screen of the first stage coming down.
Stage 1, landing burn has started.
As you just heard on the call out, we did get confirmation that landing burn has begun. Hopefully we can pick that feed back up to see a landing.
Acquisition of signal, New Hampshire.
Stage 1, landing legs have deployed.
Unfortunately, it looks like we have lost our feed for the booster landing. Oh, and there it is. You hear the crowd behind me. Another successful landing. Congrats to the entire SpaceX team for another successful land. This marks our 20th successful first stage recovery. This secondary mission is an important part of our commitment to vehicle reusability.
About another 5 or 10 seconds here, we're going to have the engine shut down. Merlin vacuum engine right now throttling down in preparation for shutdown. We're standing by for shutdown of second stage engine, and then we'll have Dragon deployment about a minute after that.
Back shut down.
And we have shutdown and confirmation of a good orbit. Second stage has one last major task, and that's commanding separation of Dragon less than a minute from now. We should have some video of the separation from Dragon from the top of second stage.
Dragon separation.
It'll give us a really nice view of Dragon's unpressurized cargo trunk, and we'll be able to follow the spacecraft separation for about a minute after separation. There's that camera view on your screen right now. We're standing by right now for Dragon deployment, and here the confirmation of that. So at this stage in the mission, so far we're just coasting. Vehicle itself is doing some checkouts in preparation to gently separate Dragon from second stage. After that point in time, there you go. There's your live view of separation of Dragon. Carrying the Hisui, the spectral imager suite that's going to attach the Japanese module, and then the station battery right next to it. Kind of on the top and bottom there, the flat sections, those are the solar array fairings which protected our solar arrays for ascent. We're now standing by for about 2 minutes from now where those solar array fairings will release and allow the solar arrays themselves to unfold. Just under 2 minutes till we're going to have deployment of Dragon solar arrays. Dragon does need these solar arrays in order to finish its 3-day mission. We have some onboard batteries. We use the solar arrays to keep those batteries charged from the times when we're not in the sun. It allows us to keep the vehicle powered as we make our mission to the space station, our 3-day journey. And because the views go in and out, we are showing you a live map of the position of the vehicle. We don't always have the high data rate in order to transmit video from the second stage or from Dragon. And so instead we have animations to show you what you're looking at. Now, second stage itself is doing some slight pitching, and that's why you're seeing it look like Dragon is oriented different in that view from the forward end. And on the left side of your screen, that's an inside view of the Dragon solar array fairings at the back side of one of the solar arrays. On the right side, again, there's your ground track trajectory, where the vehicle is. After solar array separation, solar array deployment, about 2 hours after, we have our GNC bay door open. That's where our navigation sensors will be exposed to space, and they allow us to really understand our position relative to space, to Earth, and relative to the space station, and how we get from point A to point B. And there you have it on the left side of the screen. There's the solar array deployment as they gradually unfold. That's the back side of our solar arrays. Looks beautiful to see. Always a beautiful sight.
Dragon is deploying its solar arrays. Dragon's propulsion system is successfully primed and all thrusters are ready for firing.
Dragon is now on its way to the space station. Over the next 2 days, Dragon will perform a series of orbital height adjust maneuvers with its Draco engines until it's within a few kilometers of the ISS. Then Dragon will establish a communications link with the ISS and will perform a series of checks on the vehicle. When both NASA and SpaceX are ready, we'll initiate a slow approach to the ISS, pausing at several checkpoints along the way to ensure crew safety. When Dragon is within 10 meters of the station, the astronauts aboard will capture the Dragon using the station's robotic Canada arm in a process known as berthing. Finally, Mission Control in Houston will send commands from the ground for the station's robotic arm to rotate and stall Dragon to the space station. Dragon will remain on station for about 30 days before returning to Earth with research and return cargo. So to recap today, we had an excellent on-time launch, a successful stage separation, a booster landing, and a great Dragon and solar array deploy. Dragon's arrival, capture, and installation to the space station will be streamed live starting on December 8th around 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time on NASA TV. Dragon will spend about 4 weeks attached to the space station before returning to Earth with cargo and research.
That's going to end our live launch coverage for today, but we'll be posting mission updates on NASA and SpaceX's social media accounts. We want to give a big thanks to the range and the FAA for their support today. And finally, we want to most importantly thank you, the viewers, for joining us. Until next time, have an awesome rest of your day.